can only be the reason why tithe became an issue, that men of God have been insulted. As if this is the first time somebody just caught a new revelation, and that is higher than that of Jesus, who said this you ought to do, and that you must not leave undone. Remove it. Do you know I'm not preaching tithe? This is the least of my concern. I just look at where the church is heading for, because there's no longer fear. What I'm about to say will get me into further trouble, but I enjoy it. How old is Father Freeze? Totally frozen in his head. Because you will not abuse a person like Pastor Adeboye if you have any sanctified common sense. Even if he is wrong, there must be a way of bringing correction in love, that you don't insult people and call them names and use the language of a gutter snipe if you are well brought up by your parents. But because there's no fear of God, how can you fear man? That tomorrow their space will be agog again, and there'll be raining curses that cannot walk. Not me. I feel sorry for the lack of fear of God on the parts of men like Sunday Adelaja, who is gradually reduced to zero by his own utterances and vituperations. One raised by God, who is destroying himself and has no one to hold him and say, stop it before you self-destruct. When you don't respect anybody, when you feel you are all that matters to the world, that's what happens to you. You cannot drown those who taught you how to swim. You will sink. A servant rises or falls to his own master. I am not saying there are no excesses in the church. I'm not saying those excesses will not be preached against. But do you understand this? That there's a language that you don't speak if you are polished. That if you can insult those who are greater or older, whatever. I'm not talking about cultural imperialism or enslaving people with age. No. Why didn't David strike Saul with all his errors? David knew firsthand that Saul had gone insane. Why not just get rid of him once and for all? Not to bring reproach to the throne and the kingdom of Israel. I cannot do this and be guiltless, because he's anointed. I know when God says, touch not my anointed, he was talking to the corporate body. So it is the anointed now that is shooting the anointed. No wonder there is no clear vision anymore. And the lamp is about to be put out, because our fear of God is taught by precepts of men. If you have the time tonight or tomorrow, look in your Bible and look at the collection of people brought into Samaria from Syria, from here and there. They said they fear God but serve their own gods. That's the type of fear that is in the church now. We have our own pet idols. The day to speak has not come. I'm still holding back so that we can trust God, that the fear of God will return into the temple. And we will be known as men who fear God, who eschew evil, who pursue